Good morning, interwebs. It is 11:47 and I'm just sitting down with a cup of coffee. Car is packed. My mom and I went to Costco, got a few things. I just finished putting food together for our trip home because we are leaving this afternoon. So what we are bringing for food, I packed some sandwiches. We had some ham left from the ham that we brought with us, and I also had an 8-ounce block of extra sharp cheddar that I brought with me that we had not cut into. Let's cut that up. And we bought some torta rolls from Costco. So sandwiches, cut up a couple apples, grapes, blueberries. We got a pack of blueberry muffins and the almond poppy seed muffins from Costco. And we got a pack of cream cheese Danish and apple Danish from Costco as well. I cut those up and put them in containers so they're easier to serve. We still have snacky mix with the honey roasted peanuts and animal crackers and there's some, the little whales, like the generic goldfish. Those, we still have a bunch of those in the car, and then some other nuts. So we should be good to go. Steve made coffee, so that's already in the thermoses. I'm just going to do a wee bit of computer-y things. Steve and the kids are in the other room with my mom watching Sprout, and my mom is going to take us out to lunch. My dad is working again today, so we will see him, I think, to say goodbye at some point, but it's 11:49. I think we're trying to leave by like 2-ish. So my dad's going to come by at some point this afternoon, say bye. We're going to go out to lunch, and then we will be on our way. So I will pick you up at that point probably. I'm guessing that I'm going to be chicken with my head cut off till we leave, because that's kind of how I roll. So that's the plan for the day. And now we're on our way to Taco Ranchero again because my mom is wonderful and said she'd take us out again. So Steve and the kids, in order to get Wiggles out, hey look, Steve is walking. So in order to get Wiggles out and so that they can, our car, the kids can all fit very comfortably, but they have all of like their stuffed toys and pillows and things are already stacked in their car seats. So when we put them in, it's gonna be like, we need to pile them in. So they decided to just walk because my mom only lives a couple of blocks from Taco Ranchero, which is fortunate for us. So my mom and I drove, Steve and the kids walked. And we're all gonna meet here in just a few minutes and eat yummy, yummy Mexican food one more time before we head back to Kansas.
Small amounts.
So we are at the gas station, about to put gas in our car so that we can leave.
It's really expensive.
And then my mom just called to tell us that we forgot something. So we will be leaving again. So we're getting gas. We're gonna go back, pick up some succulent plants to take home with us, some like starts, because the succulents, you just stick them in the ground. Anyways, they're waiting. We're all loaded up. We thought we were on our way, but not quite. So now Steve is getting gas. What's the damage, Steve?
Shoot, it was 43 something.
You aren't very good at this.
I forgot. It was 15 gallons, just a little over.
15 gallons at $2.89 a gallon. So math that out for me. It was that much.
45, so 43 is accurate.
Yeah. 43 something. And the kids are already chippendailing it up back there because they've been asking repeatedly.
Well, it has several episodes. They only got to watch 3.
Yeah, when they were on their way back from Sacramento. So now we're back to my mom's. So we just left my mom's house with our succulents, and it's 2:07 p.m. Pacific time. Now we're going to be swimming upstream on the time change because we're going to Kansas, so it's going to make it seem a little longer even though it's not. But we will let you know when we stop next. Now it is 4:46, and we are in Tehachapi at a Love's gas station. And we have this lovely view here of all the windmills. There they are, just spinning away, making energy.
Kuma.
Yeah, it's about 10 minutes later, and we are leaving the gas station in Tehachapi. Now we have this nice view of a train, which we don't have to cross or anything. It's gonna run alongside our road, so that's exciting, but it doesn't mean we're like stuck. And I am going to start our new book to read at bedtime and just general reading called The Tale of Despero, which on the side says, The Tale of Despero being the story of a mouse, a princess, some soup, and a spool of thread. Review to follow. Sometimes when one is driving in the car for many hours, one must find ways to amuse oneself. And when your 4-year-old repeatedly offers you a giraffe, you eventually succumb and say, sure. And then you decide that he needs to physically drive the vehicle. That is what has happened to Steve. Clearly, we shall be returning home soon because, as our book is referred to, it is becoming a topsy-turvy, upside-down world. That is a term from Despero. And what is up with the truck cutting us off? Truck races should be performed in a more polite manner.
Or a more urban environment.
Yeah. So, as we've said previously, there's not much of excitement to view out here in the deserts of California. But one of our favorite sites is actually this thing coming up. And we'll see if it focuses. It's a ways off the road, but it is the city of Boron, which is where they mine boron, which makes borax, which we used quite a lot, especially when we were washing diapers. It is a great natural like whitener, and we use it actually as a cleaner and all sorts of things. Borax is super useful, and not necessarily all of it in the world, but like the vast majority of it in the United States comes from a team called 20 Mule Team, which mines it all here in the city of Boron in California. So we always like to pass 20 Mule Team Road and think fondly of our use of borax because that sounds so exciting, but it really kind of is to us.
It's a long drive.
It's a really long drive. And now we've decided that it's always been Giraffe, but Giraffe is now taking a little trip, and Giraffe is apparently traveling backward and looking behind him. 7:41, we are at the Valley Wells rest area, having a little bathroom wiggle stop, and I put together our dinners tonight. They're the sandwiches I talked about earlier, apples, blueberries, and grapes, and these are like, these are put out by Munchkin. They're like supposed to be little kid plates, and we've gotten some at the thrift store. We had 3, and then our friend had 2 more at the garage sale this summer. So we got those, so now there's enough for our whole family. They're lightweight, they're easy to pack, and you can't fit very much food in them, but that's okay, because when we are driving, we like to eat small amounts frequently. It sits better in your tummy, and you really don't need that much food when you're not running around. So that is our dinner, and now we are back on the road.
We're like 330 miles in.
What?
I said we're like 330 miles in.
Out of,
I think 1660,
16,
wasn't it?
something like that, yeah. 8:03, and we have crossed into Nevada.
You can tell by all the lights and casinos.
We've crossed into the city of Prim. By the way, we are taking a different route home. We're taking the northern route home. We took the southern route out because there was supposed to be snow in Denver on our way, but we prefer that way for driving. So we are driving back home through Denver, so we are going to be going through Vegas on our way. Do we actually go through Vegas or just near? Yeah. We go downtown on this route. Yeah. Gas stop in Vegas, $49.42. It was how much?
18.87 gallons. It was
$2.61 a gallon. So it's getting cheaper.
A lot better than California.
Yeah. Still not as good as Kansas, but getting better. 9:41. Stop on the side of the road to pee. 9:52, and we just crossed into Arizona.
We'll talk to you again soon, because we're not in Arizona for very long.
Nope, Arizona's just a blip when you go this direction. 10:16, and we are in Utah. Not that you could see the sign. So I'll point it back at me who you can vaguely see. So we are, let's see, We're through about half the states, I think, that we're gonna cross into. Because now we just have Utah, and then we go directly into Colorado. We drive all the way through Colorado, and then all the way through Kansas. And then we're home!
I believe we will actually spend the most time in Utah for our drive.
Really?
Well, because we go north and then we go west.
We spend a really long time in Kansas, too, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Because
That was just my thought. Maybe I'm wrong.
We'll have to test that theory. We'll let you know. But I know that we're in California a ridiculous amount of time, too. It just, or at least it feels like it.
It just feels like it because so much of it is slow.
Yeah, that's true. But we are in Utah! Yay!
Our life now feels elevated.
Yes, and now there's the cool, their little signs, because they're, you know, like the honeybee state, or beehive, I think. Beehive state. Their street things, you know, for their state highways, it's shaped like a beehive. So at least the signs are fun to look at while you're in Utah. So we're driving through St. George right now. And the kids are watching Toy Story 2, because they already watched Toy Story 1. We've watched Handy Manny, Toy Story 1.
Oh, and we finished Chip and Dale.
Oh, and they finished Chip and Dale today. And then, and I read some Despero. So, probably a little more reading before they go to bed. And then, yeah, sleepy time.